Amazing Kuwait is home to big infrastructures, making it one of the most stunning nations in the world. Its reputation as a modern architectural marvel and economic powerhouse has grown tremendously over the past few decades. It follows that it's understandable why the world is anticipating Madinat al-Harir, also known as Silk City. For today's video, we'll show you one of the region's most revolutionary and costly construction projects, a $132 billion city project in Kuwait. Amazing, right? Let's get into it. One of the wealthiest nations in the world is Kuwait. The Kuwaiti dinar is currently the world's most valuable currency. From the current World Bank statistics, Kuwait's tiny nation ranks as one of the top 5 wealthiest countries in the world in terms of gross national income per person. Thanks to its abundance of oil, a brand new metropolis is being built inside the tiny nation, which has been described as one of the region's most radical and expensive construction projects. The government has already committed $132 billion to the project, and there are also private investors. The Silk City project is included in China's Belt and Road Initiative. Silk City is among the initiatives that are part of Kuwait Vision 2035. So what makes the construction of this new city so expensive? Madinat al-Harir, also referred to as the Silk City, is located directly across from Kuwait City and will include a plentiful of bridges, an expansive sports complex, convention centers, a duty-free shopping mall, and a 1,001-meter skyscraper that will make reference to 1001 Arabian Nights. Architects from London's Eric R. Kuhn and Associates have created plans for the development. Overlooking Kuwait Bay from the nation's capital is a 62,000-acre desert site in which the Silk City will be constructed. It will also feature an international airport, a port for traffic from Iran and Iraq, and a vast network of parks and gardens that will all be located in the area. Work on the infrastructure has already started, and the city is expected to come after 25 years. Renderings from Civic Arts architecture firm have been released and show that if the city is ever completed, it will be among the most magnificently constructed cities in the world. The developers of this city decided that it would be divided into distinct zones. This will be commercial, cultural, and recreational hubs centered around a new national park and wildlife reserve. It may sound like they are unnecessarily regimenting the divisions, but the design is uncommon and eccentric. The Silk City project will be completed in stages. The first phase of the project's construction is the Sheikh Jabr al-Ahmar al-Sabah Causeway, which was completed and inaugurated in May 2019. The cost of building the causeway was estimated at about $3 billion. It passes across 2 artificial islands, Bay Island North and Bay Island South, which were built for amusement and tourism. The broad causeway consists of 2 bridges. The main link is the 4th longest road bridge in the world at 36.14 kilometers. Both bridges have a combined length of 48.5 kilometers. In addition, the Jabr al-Ahmed Bridge could reduce travel times. The 17-minute trip from Kuwait City to the Silk City will save an hour and a half thanks to the new 14-mile bridge. In the middle of the bay, it will also travel through 2 smaller privately constructed islands. The city will be able to house around 700,000 people and is linked to the capital, Kuwait City, by the dedicated mega causeway. But more importantly, it would also be connected to the rest of the Middle East, Europe, and far-flung corners by rail, principally as a trade route. A part of China's Belt and Road Initiative is the Mubarak al-Kabir port. The location of the port is in Bubiyan Island, which is one of the largest of the Kuwaiti coastal islands. The island was also previously uninhabited. Power plants and substations will be located on the island. The port is designed to be environmentally sustainable to accomplish sustainable goals. The port was expected to be 53% complete in September 2020. In March 2021, it was revealed that Kuwait and Pakistan would build connections between Gwadar Port and Mubarak al-Kabir Port. The initial phase of the port is one of the country's most significant development projects in 2021. Its expected final completion will be by December 2024, with a proposed budget of $6.5 billion. The Madinat al-Harir is being developed in a phased manner, and another component of the first phase of the city is Subiya. With the completion of Sheikh Jabr al-Ahmed al-Sabah Causeway, a slow but steady development is taking place in Subiya. Several new power plants are being developed in Subiya, including one that can produce 5,000 megawatts of power. The biggest electricity generation facility in the country is the Subiya power plant. As more construction is completed, brand new police, fire, mosques, and an ambulance hospital will be opened. Recently, work on the bridge that connects Subiya and Bubiyan Island was completed. One of the proposed skyscrapers is the Burj Mubarak Al Kabir, which will be the city's biggest attraction. The structure is susceptible to strong winds due to its enormous height. Despite these high winds, stability must be maintained, which is why the skyscraper is designed of 3 twisting interlocking components to shield it from 150 mph winds and the subsequent vibrations. It would also include other protective mechanisms such as mechanically adjustable flaps like those found in airplanes. Furthermore, the Burj Mubarak Al Kabir will stand 1,001 meters high and will have 234 floors. The kilometer-high building will cost an estimated $7.37 billion, expected to take approximately 25 years to complete if it comes to fruition. The Mubarak is hoped to be the world's tallest structure once it's finished. The proposed system would consist of 7 30-story neighborhoods piled on top of one another, with space for various levels of hotels, workplaces, and apartments. 4-story town squares will connect each area. But as of now, the structure is less than the 1,700-meter Tokyo Sky Mile Tower in planning and the 1,008-meter Jeddah Tower, but taller than the 828-meter Burj Khalifa, which is now the highest skyscraper in the world under construction. The tower was initially projected to be finished after the Jeddah Tower, but before the Tokyo Sky Mile Tower in 2045. The head of the Kuwait Center for Strategic Studies, Sami Al-Faraj, stated in an interview with Reuters in London that the project might seem unfathomable. Still, he assured that it's serious since they are dead serious about investing $132 billion. Furthermore, one of the project's creators claims that although the high concept idea may appear absurd on the surface, Kuwait's leadership is firmly behind it and believes it has the potential to deliver the region unheard of political and economic benefits, including improved business connections with Israel. He also emphasizes that influence, rather than oil or money, is crucial for small states like Kuwait. He adds that without using oil or money to peacefully expand their nation's influence, it would be difficult to exist. The experts working on the project's viability, zoning, and execution are currently developing and finalizing the master plan. The finance model will be created once the design has been articulated to permit 100% private financing. A deadline for accepting tenders for Silk City has been set for 31 March 2022. The billion-dollar investment of the city will boost the economy nationally, diversify income, and create 430,000 new jobs for citizens. A town built to house the masses and will also serve to attract both domestic and foreign investors, provide investment opportunities, and establish practical strategic cooperation between the public and private sectors. The Kuwait government has planned ahead to find ways to avoid falling victim to the global recession, even though many of the other nations are struggling and are only just getting by. They've committed to developing the new project with an allocated budget of nearly $132 billion, thanks to budget surpluses over the last 5 years. And while being only a short distance from a prosperous capital city, they still envisioned a new urban development that would be devised to have all the necessary components of a central transit hub and economic powerhouse. When Silk City is completed, the free trade zone will also contain hotels, residential neighborhoods, and business and commercial facilities. What do you think of the Silk City? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and make sure you subscribe to Made Well Finder so that we can keep making such incredible videos for you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.